Hi and welcome to the video. I'm back at Glasgow Airport today where I'm about to take my first ever flight with KLM. I can't believe that I've never flown with them before, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what the service is like on board. This is the first of a few flights for me today, so it's going to be a full day of flying. I really hope you enjoy this video and the subsequent videos from this trip. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the video. Let's go! My first order of business was a quick visit to the KLM check-in desk to collect my boarding passes for the day. While I don't have any status with KLM themselves, I do have SkyTeam Elite Plus status with one of their SkyTeam Alliance partners, ITA, through their Volare frequent flyer programme. So this allowed me to use the Sky Priority business class check-in desks, even though I'd only be flying economy in this trip. It would also provide me with lounge access to the Lomond Lounge, which is the third-party lounge used by KLM for their passengers here at Glasgow Airport. As I normally do most of my flying with British Airways or one of their Oneworld Alliance partners, I was keen to see how the experience would compare between the two different alliances. I found the booking process with KLM to be quite different from what I'm used to with Oneworld Alliance airlines, such as BA, American and Alaska. My SkyTeam status was not recognised while I was doing the initial bookings for the flights, so I was not offered any free seat selection for my flights despite the details being entered into the system. However, after the booking had completed and I logged back in, I could see a selection of standard economy seats available towards the rear of the aircraft for no charge, although unlike Oneworld, there were still charges for front standard seats or economy comfort seats which had additional legroom. I'm not sure if KLM top tier members get these for free, but I was quite surprised given I have equivalent top tier status with a SkyTeam partner. For comparison, on a recent American Airlines flight, I was able to select their extra legroom seats for free despite being on one of their cheapest tickets thanks to my Oneworld status with British Airways, and you can watch that video by clicking on the link in the description below. Cheers. Morning. I was deeply grateful for the Sky Priority access, as the regular economy queue was massive this morning. With boarding passes in hand, I headed through to security. Unlike my status with BA, my SkyTeam status didn't provide me with fast-track security, so it was through the usual queue this morning, which was fairly large and slow to progress. It took me over 40 minutes to get through in this trip, despite it being so early in the morning, and as a result I ended up having to skip my visit to the Lomond Lounge. As my flight was departing from the international pier, which was at the far end of the airport, I made the long trek along, passing a number of Scottish football fans making their way over to watch the Euros. When I arrived at gate 27, I noted that my aircraft was already on stand, this 18-year-old Boeing 737-800. Before long, boarding was called for zones 1 and 2, as well as those who required any additional assistance. KLM reserved Group 1 for those travelling in business class, with Zone 2 used for passengers with Sky Priority status travelling in economy cabins. Despite a bit of an initial scrum, we were all scanned through quite quickly, and I was on my way down the air bridge. Thank you. I'm a big fan of the KLM colour scheme. I think it's vibrant and really smart looking, a nice change from the series of bland white liveries that seem to be in favour at the moment. My initial impressions of the cabin were very positive. The seating colour scheme is bright and modern and does not feel like the interior of an 18-year-old aircraft at all. The cabin has 31 rows in a 3-3 layout with a movable divider allowing the business class cabin to be resized as required, as is the norm for most European airlines. I was in seat 4F today, in the first row of economy on today's flight, in one of the economy comfort seats, which come with additional legroom. The seats have a small device holder with space to hold your drink beside it, along with a USB-A charger and separate tray table. There's a small mesh seatback pouch, but be warned that heavy items can fall out of the bottom, as I discovered with one of my battery packs. Legroom is excellent. The extra few inches in economy comfort really make all the difference. Each seat also comes with individual reading lights and air vents. It's clear that the aircraft has been refurbished at some point, as it still feels fresh, clean and bright.
It's also busy in Amsterdam, so we expect to start the engines in about...
Once boarding was completed, the captain gave us an update on our expected departure time, and I was grateful for the fact that I'd managed to score an empty seat next to me. This first flight was certainly shaping up to be a good one, despite a short delay in our departure. Once clearance was provided, we pushed back from stand and began our taxi over to runway 05. Our route today would take us southwest over the UK, crossing the North Sea at around Great Yarmouth as we made our approach towards Amsterdam. If you're enjoying the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment, as this really helps with YouTube in promoting my video to other potential viewers.
The fasten seatbelt sign will be switched off soon. However, we recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while seated. And please be careful.
As we climbed skywards, I decided to try out the onboard Wi-Fi. I was pleasantly surprised to find that KLM provided a free messaging pass on the flight, along with a surf pass for €10 and a stream pass for €20, which I didn't feel was good value for this short flight. I enabled the messaging pass, and this was more than enough to keep me connected via WhatsApp for the duration of the flight. This also appeared to work gate to gate, which is another great feature. As we were clearing the clouds, I was lucky enough to catch a pilot's glory out of the window, where a rainbow halo surrounds the shadow of our aircraft. However, I had to tear myself away from this beautiful view, as service had started in the economy cabin. This was limited to a small snack, in this case some banana bread, and a choice of tea, coffee or soft drink. Considering you'll only get water and a breakfast bar offered on BA for a similar morning flight, this was welcome indeed. I went back to enjoying the views for the remainder of the flight, also taking the opportunity to make use of the device holder and the in-seat USB charger. It really was ideal flying weather for today's flight, and there's nothing better than enjoying a cold drink along with stunning views at 36,000 feet. All too soon, we were beginning our initial descent towards Amsterdam, catching some glimpses of the extensive offshore wind farms that provide much of the country's power needs. This was my first visit to Amsterdam, and as cliched as it might sound, I really was taken aback by just how flat the surrounding area was, with lush greenery stretching out as far as I could see in all directions. Touching down on runway 06, we had a very short taxi across to our gate D27. Reflecting on my first flight with KLM, I have to say that I found it to be an overwhelmingly positive experience. While I appreciate that some elements, such as lucking out on an empty middle seat next to me, was simply down to the luck of the draw, and that some of my experience was enhanced by having Sky Priority status, it was a comfortable and modern seat with excellent legroom. The free messaging and Wi-Fi, and the drink and snack offered in economy were an unexpected bonus. And the only negative that I'd highlight was the lack of fast-track access being provided at Glasgow Airport, which is something that Oneworld status does get you when travelling from there with BA. I'll certainly consider travelling with KLM again if the right opportunity presents itself, and I'll be interested to see how their business class offering compares on short haul with the likes of BA's Club Europe service. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out new videos as they're released. And I'll be releasing more videos from this trip with KLM and Air France in the coming weeks.